Today we're doing a Sunday service during this crazy, crazy time. It's going down, and all the more reason for us to hold steady. So my intention with spending this time with you is to help you to align your spirit, help you to come back home to who you are, and help us to connect with each other. So we're going to do a little energy work. We're going to do a little bit of moving stuff around, and I would love to know how you guys are as well. So let's see who's coming in here. Hello, Evilk, Lila Rose, Bizuri, hi Tasha, hi Black Fairy, FJ Loveface, hi you guys, isn't nap time yet, what's up, Jolie, what's up? Okay, so today, as I was on my morning energy work today, one of the things that I was reminded of was how nature is in a different space than we are. So right now, there's so much going on in the human realm, so much, and it is important, and we're shifting things, and we're standing together. And just like in the post that I wrote for you guys, the way that you can tell who's on the same track as you is in the eyes. So now that we see things breaking, falling apart, we see the world coming apart around us, it's time to look for who else we can depend on and grab them and run. And it's not going to be the people you expect sometimes. It's going to be people that you don't necessarily even know, but you'll be able to see it in their eyes. There are those of us who feel a world that is healthy, strong, mutual, beautiful, all different kinds showing up and being loved and honored and safe and protected. There are those of us everywhere. We have to connect. We have to feel each other. So that's what I want to remind you of right now. Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Adventure, hello, darling. Lovely to see you. Live to share. Live to share. Thank you very much. Hi, Jolie. Yeah, you guys, more than ever, I'm just reminded that, yeah, it gets crazy out there. It's crazy out there right now, some places. So each of us hold a different part of the puzzle. And the part that I'm feeling right now is to talk to you and help your spirit come back to center, where we can hear the solutions, because we don't have the solutions, but they exist. They must exist. If this universe is full of equations, which I believe is true, then there is a triple win frequency where each party wins and the surrounding space wins as well. And I'm committed to finding that. And I think that we can do that. I know that we can do that. It's just getting from here to there. And there's some crazy as we get there, and it's fine. It needs to be a little crazy. The things that have been coming up lately have always been happening. That's the status quo. So now it's shifting with a bunch of turmoil, as it should. And so those of us who can feel our peace, who can hear our peace, we need to hold it down and make whatever decisions we can make in our moment. We're each in different worlds. We each have different scopes. I've heard from so many different people talking about different things. So whether your part is to do some type of protest, whether your part is just to talk to your family around the kitchen table and say, hey, you guys need to wake up. I've heard from a lot of you guys who tell me what people are saying behind closed doors, and so many of you are shocked at some of the viewpoints that the people close to you hold that maybe you didn't know, maybe you just hadn't really paid attention before. So every single time you say, hey, here is a truth. Hey, I'm not going to be silent while something is said that is not right. And that just depends on where your integrity is and what is happening around you. Every time you do that, although you might be met with opposition, you're chipping away at that incorrect paradigm. So be strong, be brave, but also rest. Come back, take care of yourself. Make sure that your place is calm, because that's how we make a change. Okay. What's up, guys? Thank you, Maxim Covergirl 2020. I appreciate that. Need to hear the solutions. We're still feeling it out. As of right now, I think one of the huge solutions is realizing that not everyone is an enemy. Right now, the huge solution is realizing that most of us want peace and want to come together and want everyone to be equal and want everyone to be represented and want everyone to be respected, safe, and loved. That's the first thing. Because right now we're still in the break. I mean, this has only been going on for days. You know, this is a huge shift that's happening in a very short time. So right now the solutions are holding it down, doing what you feel called to do, not turning away, although it's okay to take breaks, and moving forward as best it fits you, your life. Sarah Soulshine, I'm seeing so much unity right now, and I'm holding that vibe. Yes, 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 absolutely. There's so much beauty happening right now too. And again, it's up to exactly where you are. You'll know the place for you to be. It'll feel right in your heart. The amounts of anger, sadness, fear, rage, bitterness, all this kind of stuff going back and forth and back and forth. Yes, we're seeing the wound. This is how it works. But then as energy healers, we say, okay, I see it. What can I do here? How can I move forward from here? Solar flares connected to the riots. I would believe that. Yeah, definitely. Hello, Asidra. Eclipse energy, yes, absolutely. So again, coming back to how do you want to show up and what kind of world do you want? Because one thing that I've been reminded of today as I've been doing my work is that, yes, all of this is going on. It is crazy right now. But those of us who've manifested stuff before and who know about things like the law of attraction, who know about things like consciously creating your universe and working in concert with what's going on, it is our time to hold it down and say, okay, this is happening around me. Not be in denial of what's going on. This is what's going on. Where is my space of centeredness and truth? And I'm going to hold that. And whatever that makes my body then do to interact with the grid that I'm in will be different depending on where I am. But coming back to the self and coming back to the place of unity and love that's within each of us, and then acting accordingly depending on what's happening around us. Okay, let's give ourselves a smudge, then we're going to get into it, shall we? Thank you guys for coming. I'm really excited to do this. So much right now is just big activation, just big proof of there being a divine time for everything. And I'm loving so much of what I'm seeing. So many people coming together, so many people waking up, so many people coming out of the support closet and saying, yes, we stand for you. Yes, we want to be one people. We are one people. Remembering that. Okay, give you guys a little smudge. And let's just take some deep breaths. Set the intention that whatever you need for your spirit to come back to center, for you to be the best point of stability, healing, truth that you can be, so that you can hold the space going through this happens, and that so we can all create a world where we come out the other side and it is a better place. That's what's happening right now if we let it and if we make it. So let's do a little heart meditation, shall we? All right, I invite you to close your eyes. Breathe deeply. This will just be short. Feel free. And if you're driving, of course, don't. But probably not. You're probably at home. So breathing deeply. Letting your body relax. Let your body relax. Let your shoulders relax. Let your belly relax. Breathing deep. Breathing deep and letting your belly extend, expand. And then contract again. Making sure that you are fully filling and fully emptying your lungs, squeezing the air out of your lungs, making them fully empty. Then breathing in again. And this time, once your belly is full, fill up your sides. Imagine that under your arms, the sides of your chest are filling up. Belly full, then sides are full. Hold full for a second. Pause, and then the opposite. First you breathe out of your sides, then out of your belly. Letting your belly come in. Having your lungs be empty, letting your chest be empty in that point of creation. Then again, breathing in, first belly, low belly coming out, filling with air. Once that's full, then your sides fill with air. And once your sides are full of air, imagine your chest flap opens and you fill the very top of your chest with air. Hold full, and then empty in reverse. First the top of your chest comes in, then your sides come in, then your belly comes in. Hold empty. Let yourself reset. Let yourself come back. And again, filling up your belly, filling up the sides of your chest, and then letting the top of your chest lift, full of air, full of potential, and then release. And keep this going. Okay, keep this going. Let your body find its natural rhythm. And now let's tune into our hearts. Tune into your heart space, the space in your chest. There are all kinds of things that you may be feeling. You may be feeling pain. You may be feeling an outpouring of love and wanting to support. Whatever you're feeling, allow yourself to feel it and imagine that you are anchoring in to this golden light grid of energy that all of us healers and all of us ones who want to support are feeding energy into. We are sending golden energy in. And if you need to lean on us, if your heart is hungry, if you're feeling like you need support, if you're feeling like you need a place to be home, feel the support that we're sending you. And if your heart is outpouring, and if you're wanting to support more and give more, and if that's what's authentically going on with you, send it out. I can feel you guys. This is great. Also, for those of you watching later, it's true too, because energy is non-local, so you can tap into this whenever you see it. Feel that balance. Feel that energy going out. And the grid that I'm seeing is beautiful spirals and Fibonacci codes and golden ratios of connection, and the golden energy of chi surrounding our city, surrounding our world, going from country to country, nation to nation, time zone to time zone, no matter where you are, no matter who you are. No matter who feels like home to you, who feels like strangers to you, we're connecting here in a human space of support and love. So let yourself feel it. Let yourself feel what it feels like. Open again, open more. Imagine that your heart is layers and layers and layers of petals opening, 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 connecting, relaxing, allowing yourself to come home to yourself, to each other, remembering that you have so much support. Allowing yourself to bask in that, allowing yourself to trust it. Now you can come back here anytime, whether you have stuff to give, whether you need to receive. This exists for you. Grateful to be able to hold this space on the internet. Let's pull a couple cards for the week. Okay. Pull a tarot card first, see how it's going to go. So, this is tarot deck. It's one of the tarot decks that I use most, and the tarot represents the energy behind things. It represents what we're feeling at deeper levels. It represents the strategy of the world, symbolism of the world. Paris, hello dear, I'm so glad you felt that. I feel it too, I still feel it. Beautiful what we can do. While I'm shuffling this, I will tell you guys that we're thinking up a mass meditation. United we stand for peace and unity on the 4th of July here in LA and perhaps other places as well. We're forming it up, we're figuring out how to do it, but it's going to be good. It's going to be different than anything I've seen, at least. What I want to do is different. What I want to do feels like this. Feels like us generating a field that then goes through and allows us to think of solutions, allows others to think of solutions. You're going to see me posting a lot more about what the power of meditation can do, not just for the person meditating, because what I want to do is hold such a field of frequency, of healing, and of solution, and of the power of stillness, and the power of presence. Holding this massive space for everyone who's hurting, everyone who's crying out. Also for ourselves when we're hurting and crying out, but we oscillate through so many things. So, allowing that to shift the world, and I've seen miracles happen. I've seen miracles happen in my life from doing this kind of work, so now's the fucking time, you know? Okay. Let's be honest and truthful, and let's figure out how best we can navigate this coming week. May everybody get exactly the information that you need. Just pulled this card the other day. This is the third time this card has been pulled. This is the Nightmare card. This is the card that says you're letting your anxiety get to you potentially, but you don't have to. So come back to yourself. You see, she's in bed and she's afraid, and those swords are behind her, but they're not touching her. In fact, they might even be the structure of her space. It's the Nightmare card, but nightmares aren't real. So in any given situation, you have the opportunity to focus on the scary parts, to focus on all the places your mind can take the worst case scenarios and the fears, or you don't have to. You don't have to. You can also help others through. And anyone who's a guide, anyone who's a light worker knows, at least who's been one for a while knows, some of you newbies maybe have or haven't experienced this yet, but you have to be able to go through the shadow if you're going to guide others. So many of us can feel the protests in our city. We feel it vibrating in our blood. I can feel it right now. I just got a text right before this video that LA is on a curfew from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. right now. 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Stay at home. And last night I went to bed feeling the energies of rebellion. Because something I'll say is protesters, anarchists, not the same. But they're in the same places right now. So it's important to us to be able to know which one are we and which one are we allowing into our space, and are we seeing the difference. So I would love to take up a post this week as a nightmare guide, helping you guys get out. Feel free to call on this energy you're feeling in the call if you get into a space of being stuck, feeling stuck, being scared. Because she is strong. She's not wounded. She can get up. And she will in a moment. But right now things are scary, and that's okay. Gatekeeper, come back. Yes, Ryan. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Thank you, Chameleon. Love you guys. Oh, Paris, you can feel it in your heart. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, let's pull one more card. We're going to pull this from the Kuan Yin Oracle. This is a new deck I just got. Today is also the last day of me having worked with Vesta this month. Beautiful energy. I'll pull a new card tomorrow for a goddess to work with next month. But Vesta has been perfect. Goddess of the home and hearth. I'll record a video about that more. Okay, Kuan Yin, here to help us through our pain and suffering, which is very real, and which those of us who have, when our arms are strong, let's carry each other, and when we need to lean, because we're carrying each other, we know that we can lean, because we're doing both sides. Let's support our neighbors. We're all family. Okay, let's pull a Kuan Yin card. Calling on the goddess Kuan Yin, her energy, please be here and support us and give us a message that is helpful, nourishing. Ooh, I like this. I don't even know what this card is, but I like it. There are many of us. I'll read you what the card says. Mother Fierce. Mother Fierce is your guardian. Nothing can penetrate the passionate fire of her fearless love. Your safety is assured. In the midst of any apparent challenge or threat, no matter how frightening it may seem, no matter how insecure you might feel about taking a step on your spiritual path into more power, know that you are safe, you are protected, you are loved. You've got the golden grid holding you. We're here for each other. Feel it. Take a deep breath and feel it again in our hearts. You know what I'm thinking? Those swords might be protecting her. Those hands might be holding those swords. I like to look at it like that. As soon as she stands up, she can walk over there. Let's see what you guys are saying. Thank you, Antoine. Paris, you've pulled Vesta 3 times in a row in the last week. She keeps jumping out of the deck. I love that. Yeah. Okay, y'all. I'm going to let you go so this video doesn't end up too long so we can get back to the things we need to do in our lives right now. But remember, you are not alone. You are protected. You are loved. Even if you're surrounded by unfriendly faces, feel these waves that we're putting out for each other right now. Allow them into you. Allow them to help nourish you. We're going to have to think of solutions now we've never thought of before, and we can do it. We are strong. We are smart. We're creative. And we are survivors. We'll be here when this is done, and it will be a beautiful, greener world. Sending you energy of cool green leaves blowing in the breeze, reminding you that is happening right now too, reminding you to go for a walk, reminding you to connect with the trees around you. All right, guys. Pooh Fitzjordan, thank you. Sending you love too. Hunter, thank you so much. See you for the healer's guide. Thank you, Maxim Cover Girl. Bezuri, thanks. Love and light to you too. Alright guys, Jamar, hello. Okay, right before we get off, let's give you a Reiki pop. So how about you just intend that you're going to receive whatever you need. Receive it. This is given with just purely wanting to support you. So as much as you're comfortable with, receive, whether you're watching this now, or in a day from now, or in a month from now, or whatever. Sweeping off any darkness holding you still. Surrounding you in light and protection. Asking angels to come help guide your path. Asking synchronicity to remind us that we're headed in the right direction. Asking that all of the hungry beings who need energy get fed with pure source so that they can get healed as well. Asking that this be a time, intending, declaring that this be a time of beneficial change. That we look back at this time and we're proud of what we did. Love you guys. Bye.